Hello, everybody. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's great to be back with you. I hope that you guys are having a great week. I'm sure that for many of you, your kids are out of school for the very first time. Maybe not, but ours are. So we are adjusting, and we're going to chat about summer success in just a minute. I need to tell you guys I'm so sorry I wasn't on for Tipster Tuesday last week. The holiday totally threw me off, and I woke up on Tuesday and just went about my day, and about around noon I was like, it's Tuesday, and I was already trying to catch up from Monday, and Monday was Memorial Day. It was also my son's birthday, so we had a lot going on, and I was just playing catch up, and my husband was like, don't worry about it. And I was like, okay. So I just let it go, and forgot all about it and just didn't do it. So that being said, I do need to let you know that next week we won't have a Tipster Tuesday. Jenna and I are both traveling, and then the following week Michelle Cannon will be doing Tipster Tuesday on June 18th. So it's just a little bit of a tricky time coming up where a lot of us have travel and different things, but I'm going to be in Europe, and I cannot wait for the Presidential Diamond trip. We get a trip every year if we qualify for it, and it is phenomenal, and I'm telling you, I'm so excited for it. And if there was any reason to continue to climb with doTERRA and you were looking for a good reason, this trip should be it, to help you to keep rank advancing and to reaching for, the highest rank. So anyway, we're going to talk about summer success. Let me sip my coffee a second. Is anybody else a coffee drinker? It's okay if you're not. I'll forgive you. I won't understand you, but I'll forgive you. But I always drink one nice cup of coffee in the morning. That's kind of like my ritual. Okay. And sorry about morning voice, but I had no other time to do Tipster Tuesday except for right now. And then I'm going to head out pretty much right after this to go to this awesome hot yoga class. And then I'll be down in Chicago for the Healthy Habits tour for the rest of the day. So if you're around and you're coming to that, come say hi. Okay, so we're going to talk about summer success, and I love doing this Tipster Tuesday. I think we did it last year about the same time to help prepare you for what you're going to be doing in your business in the summer. And if right now you're thinking, I wasn't planning on doing very much for my business in the summer, you are making a huge mistake. Huge. On Pretty Woman, where she was like, big mistake. Huge. That's what I feel like if you don't have a really solid plan to be active in your business in the summer. It is such a big mistake. And the reason is because if you take a month off in your business, you are setting yourself back 3 to 6 months on your goals or your dreams or the things that you want to accomplish. So you're basically just add more time onto the calendar for the thing that you want to accomplish because you're taking time off and you're going to lose momentum. And it is so much easier to jump on a moving train and keep going than it is to try to get something going again. And often takes so much more effort and more energy to get something going again. So taking a true break, like a month off and just kind of ignoring your business and going to the pool every day, that's not really wise, and I wouldn't recommend it at all. But I get it. It's summer, and for some of us, this is the nicest weather we'll get this one, quarter of the year, and the rest of the year, it's not as great. And we want to take advantage of that. I totally understand that. I could not be more in that camp because it was 55 yesterday. We still don't even have summer. Okay. So when it does get hot and nice, I'm just I want to be rolling around in the sunshine. That's what I want to do. So I'm not saying that you can't have fun. You can't have a great summer. I'm not saying you can't enjoy your kids. I'm not saying any of those things. In fact, all of those things are really, really possible. So what I want you to do is today, this is going to be your call to action today, is get out your calendar and go to August 31st. And I want to know what would make you feel successful on August 31st. What is going to be the thing that you're going to say, I'm so glad I got to this summer. It could be that you recruited so many people. It could be that you enrolled, so many customers. It could be a rank. It could be whatever, but put that in your calendar and have it set there for August 31st. Because when you are creating a 90-day goal, which we still have about 90 days, before that time, you kind of want to start where the end is, start with the end in mind, and you're going to work backwards to what you need to be doing every single week to get to that goal. And so everybody's goal is going to be so different. Okay? It's again. And that's something that has been a little bit elusive for me the last few months. It's not the volume has not come in where we wanted it to. We've had to get creative with our hustle, some different things. And so we've had to recalibrate and replan, and that's my goal. So that means that this summer, I've got to make sure I'm doing all the things so that that actually happens August 31st. And I don't like wake up on August 30th and I'm like, oh yeah, I really wanted to do that. Oh, I should keep that commitment to myself. And then you kind of throw out the most crazy, insane promotions of desperate energy because you're trying to get to something that you know you should be at, but you didn't plan for it the whole way. So if we start today and you start working on your goals today, you're not going to have desperate energy on August 31st. You just won't. So we're going to work on that. I'm going to teach you how to do that. Backwards. If you can, I think I can only see comments right now on Facebook, but if you're on Facebook and you know your 90-day goal, throw it up in the chat for me so I can see what some of your 90-day goals are, because I'm going to give you some real life examples of how to work your 90 days backwards, okay? And so while I'm waiting for those to come through, I do want to give Diamond Club a really quick push too, because if you guys know me well or you followed me well, you know that I would attribute our team, our entire team's growth, implantation, watering, sunshine, everything about our team started with Diamond Club because my upline Spring E-Step was doing Diamond Club, and she did it 2 different times. In the whole first maybe year and a half that I was enrolled, we saw her probably 10 times that she came to our area and taught and helped us to learn how to teach and things like that. And now under my organization, there's 37,000 people. And Spring E-Step was the one who kind of sparked that whole movement in our area. I did Diamond Club, Jenna did Diamond Club. We have probably about 12 other people, maybe 15 on our team that graduated from Diamond Club. But the reason I want you to think about it right now is because you have to qualify for it in June, which is right now. You have to hit the rank of silver and have at least 3 personal enrollments. And then you start in August. So if you want to kick butt in your business in the summertime, the people who are preparing their teams for Diamond Club, getting ready for Diamond Club, they're going to kick butt this summer, okay? They're going to have this mentality that they kick butt in the summer. And that's the mentality that everybody needs to have, that summertime is the best time to kick butt. And that's what I want to impart to you today is this mindset that summer is the best, and I can prove it to you. I know that it's true because my first year in doTERRA, we were prepping for Diamond Club and going straight into it. So we were working our butts off, and we hit gold like in maybe April, or I think it was April. And so we were gold through the summer and the fall, and we hit Diamond in October. We did Diamond Club. We never missed a beat. I traveled in the summer and taught classes in places that I had never been before to try to start teams in different places. It totally worked. The next year in June, summer month, we hit Blue Diamond, which was incredible. And this was before there was BOGOs in June or anything else like that. There wasn't any extra promotions. And then the next year, our team went presidential in August, which meant all of my platinum qualifiers and all of their silver qualifiers were hustling all summer long. And it was an incredible time because we were hustling, and on a lot of other people that maybe were building doTERRA on other teams weren't hustling. And so we got all the customers that were hungry for natural wellness through the summer, and the people that were eager to have community and connect. We got all of them through the summer. So anyway, I'm just saying, I'm making a good case for summer here. Okay, I'm seeing some of your 90-day goals. Attract a builder for my third. I think you're saying for your third leg to be silver. To win the incentive trip, incredible. To become solid silver, great goal. Good job, you guys. Keep volume up through the summer, launching 1 or 2 new builders. Solid diamond is a 90-day goal. Okay. Those are all good goals. So you can see that not all goals are the same. Like not everybody's like diamond, 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 diamond. Like that's not going to be your goal. It's not going to be realistic for everybody. And so it's really important to have your own goals set. Your goal could be to get your $1,500 bonus or your $250 bonus and have everything in place for that. That's a good 90-day goal. Can sometimes happen faster, but it just depends on your organization. So make sure that you're really thinking through your organization and what you need, not what somebody else commented, okay? That might help inspire you a little bit, but what do you need for your business and what's gonna make you feel successful, okay? I shouldn't have gotten coffee before the call. The coffee's gonna get cold. Okay, so let me give you some ideas for summer. First of all, summer is the best networking opportunity you will ever have, especially if you live somewhere where it's not normally warm, because we come out of our houses like worms out of the dirt in the summer, okay? And people want to be invited to things. They have been hauled up in their homes in the cold, and we've had the rainiest spring, probably like 2 months of almost straight rain. It's been long, okay? So people want to be invited to things. They want to connect with neighbors. They will be at the park with their children. Every opportunity is an opportunity to network. Every single opportunity. So what you need to do today after you get your goal set, and then I'll teach you how to go backwards with your goal in a second. But once you have your goal set, I want you to get samples ready. I want you to get little beginner's guides, little booklets ready to go. I want you to have in your bag, maybe some top 10 oil sheets or some class handouts. Even blank sheets of paper are good. Anything that you need that you're like, oh, if somebody said right now, oh my gosh, I really want to learn about essential oils. I just don't know anyone who does them. You're like, you know what? Let's sit down right now and have a chat. You know, that's what you want to have in your bag. Another thing you can have in your bag is the drawing pad. I'll show you one. Like your, enter to win cards, okay? You can have that in your bag and you can say, you know what? Every week I do a drawing for a free oil. Why don't you give me your information and I'll let you know if you win. And I also have classes often. I can invite you if you're interested in that. You're just prepared to, when a networking opportunity comes, you're there to like receive it, okay? So it's gonna be really important. Other things that you can have in your bag, invitations if you have public classes. Our team has public classes coming up and we don't have it done yet. We're gonna have a punch card for people and I'll have the 6 classes through the summer. There's 2 a month and a punch card, and it's an invitation and it serves as their like ticket in. If they punch and they come to every class, they bring a friend, they get free oils. We want those in our bags. We want those everywhere we go. We want to be able to invite every single person that we ever meet, and we will be out and about. We'll be going on walks. We'll be going to yoga. We'll be doing those things. And so if you are prepared that every opportunity this summer is a networking opportunity, you are going to add to your fold. You're going to add to your business so much because you're going to be constantly putting yourself out there. Probably, I would even venture like 10 times more than you have any other time of the year, okay? So that's what you need to do. And make sure you do that today. Get ready for it. Nothing is worse than getting kind of like caught with your pants down. I was at a Lululemon store last week and I bought a shirt for Nate for Europe, and the guy who was helping me out said, what are your plans for tonight? What do you got going on? You got anything fun? I said it in a way that sounded like he was hitting on me. He wasn't at all. He was just like, what do you got going on tonight? And I was like, oh, I am going to teach an oil class. I had an oil class, and he was like, what's an oil class? And I said, oh, I teach people how to use oils for health and wellness and help them to understand natural options. And he was like, well, do you have like a card? Because that's incredible. And I was like, I didn't have anything with me. I didn't have a sample. I had my own oil case, but honestly, I use them so much that they get a little bit janky and the labels start to peel off and things like that because I use them. And I actually really don't want to share oils that way when it just looks like crusty, because I personally wouldn't want to receive oils that way. So anyway, all that to say, I was like, what's your contact info? I'll connect with you. But I was basically caught with nothing. And I mean, rookie, right? So I wasn't able to share doTERRA with him immediately like I wanted to, and I should have given him an oil experience right then and there. But I'm going to try to follow up. He hasn't responded yet, so I might have missed an opportunity because I didn't have my stuff with me, right? So I might just have to go back to the store, buy more stuff, but Nate would kill me. Okay, anyway, get ready for it. So if you have your 90-day goal at the end of summer, you want blah, blah, blah. And it could be just to get your oils paid for. And you're like, at the end of summer, I would like to have my oils paid for. I would like to, you know, have enough customers, enough LRPs under me in my organization that every month my oils are free and clear. That's a great goal. So then we work backwards with it. So let's take that goal, because even if that's not your own goal, that's probably the goal of a lot of customers on your team or a lot of people that want to share doTERRA, and we need to help them work backwards. Okay. So for someone to have their oils paid for, they're usually the rank of executive or elite. Okay. And usually we're going to say elite for the sake of just like everyone's thinking about the same thing. And elites have 3,000 in organizational volume. Okay. So even if somebody was at 0 today, maybe they have 1 or 2 customers underneath them and they want to be an elite by the end of summer. So we're going to work backwards, and we want them to have 3,000 in volume by the end of August so that their oils are completely paid for. Okay. So it takes about 24 people on an LRP to hit the rank of elite, like with your eyes closed. Okay. So obviously you're enrolling all the time, but if there was about 24 LRPs run on your team, that's going to get you over the $3,000 mark. And I'm thinking like 100 to 125 PV LRP, you know, that's going to get you over that 3,000 mark. And at the end of August, you would end up with the rank of elite. Now, if we break that up, if I need 24 people on LRP, how many people would we need to bring into our organization each month? I know math is hard, but I'm going to give you a second to think. Okay. Oh, Mandy Wood, that's your goal. I didn't even look down to see that. That's a great goal. And you're much closer than starting at 0. Like you have foundation there. Okay. So it's 8 people a month. I don't know if it's a delay or you guys are just waking up, that's okay. But it's 8 people a month that you would want to bring into your organization so you end up at solid elite. That's if you were starting at completely 0 right now. Okay. So if I need to have 8 people a month coming into my organization each week, like this week, I would need to have 2. So it's 2 a week, 2 this week, 2 next week, 2 next week, 2 next week would give me 8 a week or a month. Okay. Is it with math? Okay. So I need to enroll 8 people a month if I'm going to do that. That's actually not very hard, especially if I'm having a class a week. And so if you guys aren't having a class every single week, whether you teach it or maybe your upline is teaching for you, that's totally fine. But you can have a class every single week where you invite a handful of new people, and usually you'll be able to have at least 2 enrollments that week. Or you just meet with people one-on-one and share your oils. You don't even have to have a class. You can meet them informally, and that's how you're going to map it out. So if I need to have 2 enrollments, my activity this week needs to be geared for 2 enrollments. My activity this week does not have to be geared to getting 3,000 in volume. Okay. That's my very final goal. But every week, what's going to make me successful at the end of the week is those 2 enrollments that I'm going to bring in. And honestly, if everyone brought in 2 enrollments a week, business is crazy thriving. That's incredible. And 8 enrollments a month is incredible. Okay. So all that to say, that's how you're going to break it down. Now this week, that's my goal. And so what do I want to be doing? I want to be networking and setting up one-on-ones, making sure people come to my class. In our area, we have 2 daily habits tours. We have one in Chicago today, one in Brookfield on Thursday. So if you're local to me, which is Southeast Wisconsin, Chicago, Milwaukee areas, you can bring people there and enroll them. You could fill up your car, bring 5 friends, maybe get a jump start on your goals. So there are definitely ways that you can get your goals, and you got to just work backwards. And that's like part of having strategy. And that's usually what will help people to hit their goals, or that'll trip people up and they won't hit their goals because they don't have a lot of strategy. Okay. So you've got to have the goal set and you got to break it down. And summer's the best. Like we can fraction the summer off in our mind like we can no other season, right? It just makes sense to us. Like we operate like summer people. The other thing that's going to help you be successful in the summer is to time block your time so that you have work time and play time. Like you're not going to feel excited about doTERRA if you're like, okay, every day 8 to 4, I just sit down and do doTERRA. And I know we all like working, and doTERRA doesn't feel like that when we do doTERRA, but you need to have fun with doTERRA. It's so much fun. So I want to challenge you to have some fun. And I want to challenge you to have some time blocking in there, which would mean like maybe every day you can work from like 7 to 10 in the morning. And then maybe from like 10 to 3, it's just time with your kids. Maybe you have a pool you can go to. Maybe you go out and about, you picnic, you play, whatever. Family time, dinner, and then you have a class at night a couple times a week, or you do online classes in the evening or whatever it may be. Like, if that's what you do, like, your business will totally thrive because you're touching it, you're looking at it, you have a handle on it, but you're not spending your entire day on it. You still can go to the pool. Or some people do it opposite. Like, I work all day Monday, no matter what. Like, Monday, you won't see me at the pool. You'll never see me at the beach. Monday is like a full-on work day, and it always has been. It kind of always will be, because that's how I tick. But I usually set myself up to take off Thursday or Wednesday, like the whole day in the summer, not just even part of it, And so like today, Nate will take the kids to the zoo and they'll have a good time. I'm working, I'm doing this. I have the Chicago event. I'm just not going to be involved with it. But then Wednesday, I'm taking the day off. I won't be working. Or maybe I'll work a little bit in the morning, and then we'll have, our family time. So if you have in your calendar your work time set up, but then you also have your family time set up, you won't hate either. You won't feel like, I'm not really working and I should be, or I should be with my kids and I'm not. Like, you have to set it up that way. You have to plan for it, and it will work out. You can have both. I promise you, you can have both. Okay, so I want to share with you, I think you guys kind of get the concept of it. You're going to have to map out your plans yourself. Call your upline and say, I need a solid plan for summer. This is my goal. Help me work backwards. That's a really, really, really smart idea, if you haven't done that yet, to get some of their input and strategy in with you as well, okay? Now, a couple of ideas. We brainstormed, we did a call for some of our teams. I partnered with some top leaders yesterday, and we did some calls on summer ideas. So I'm going to give you some of these ideas for having some fun with your classes. So you could do like a class. Essential Oil Bingo is a fun class. We're going to have one of those coming up in July for our team. And that's all that it is. People just come, they're going to play bingo. We're going to do round after round after round of bingo. Every time we pull an oil out, we educate on the oil, what it's good for, and also give them a running list, like a wish list, and they can write down the oils that like speak to them, that they know they can go order later. Okay, so it's really good to help customers experience oils that they haven't experienced yet. So that's a good one. Any type of fitness, yoga, exercise, anything you can pair up with outdoors, like yoga in the park, a running club, running and oils, where it's like, hey, I'm going to be here at this time. Come and meet me here. We're going to do, 40 minutes of, outdoor creative fun, move our body fitness, and then a little bit of an oil class, maybe like 20 minutes of an oil class afterwards. My battery's low. Okay. So that's a great idea. People call them wellness in the park, workout plus oils, yoga in the park. You could take people samples of things. Everyone uses like Breathe before you go on your hike or your run. Everyone gets a sample of Deep Blue when they're done. You maybe teach on just the athlete's kit and Copaiba. That's a great idea. That's a exact 100-point order, by the way. And that's a kit I actually enroll people with quite often because it's just very like doable, and they're addressing a lot of their discomforts and things. You could do oils and cocktails, oils on the rocks. I guess there's a book about that has like tons of fun recipes in it. I haven't seen it yet, so but somebody was telling me about it, so I need to look that up. But if that's your thing, why don't you have like, invite the neighborhood over, have open house, have a couples and oils class, have a girls' night, have a spa night, feature all of the skincare line products and the spa products. Just have your friends over to experience it. Like, keep it light. It doesn't have to be like essential oils and, or essential oils 101 class. Like, it doesn't have to be so formal in the summer. I think there's a lightness that happens naturally. So if we kind of give to that and ride that wave, you're going to be more successful, because that's what's happening. That's how people are actually feeling. It's just kind of light and happy about the summer. So keep your classes light and happy, okay? And remember, you're planting tons of seeds with this too, so it's a really good time to plant. And people are excited about that stuff. Make sure that you are sampling, or you always have with you, like bug spray, after sun spray, peppermint spray for when people are too hot, first aid. Have your first aid kits packed and ready to go with all your doTERRA stuff. I was thinking of something else, like peppermint roll-ons for headaches, because you're going to be at ball games, and you're going to be at soccer, and you're going to be at barbecues, and people are going to get stung by bees. And that type of stuff has happened. You get burnt on the grill. Like, you need to be the one that has the solution, because that's going to actually lead into the next conversation with those people. You're introducing doTERRA to them. Okay, On Guard hand spray, I think I said that. Basically, like, be the person that has, like, oh, I've got this here, like, here, let me help you out, let me give to you here, and just use your oils for people. Okay. Emotions and essential oils is a fun class to do in the summer. People are usually much happier in the summer because they're getting sunshine and vitamin D, but we want to keep that, because especially if you live somewhere like we do, we get more gray days than we don't oftentimes. And so people need a lot of extra emotional support. But I would say you could even argue that you could live in the sunniest place on earth and feel bluesy or have depression, and so those are great oils to have, are great classes to have. Oils and Kids is a really fun one, where the kids can make Play-Doh and, have some sensory stimulation through the class. You could do customer appreciation picnics, where you just invite all the customers on your team. And if you have a small team, just have a barbecue at your house and just say, this is for all of my best customers. Everyone who's done, an LRP this month or whatever is invited. I don't know. You can work it out however you want. But those are some fun ways you can do it. Customer appreciation is great. We've done this for many years, and a lot of my team is like doing their own this year, but they do customer appreciation, where they invite their customers to come, learn about oils, see a Symphony of the Cells demonstration, or even, I think, sign up for Symphony of the Cells demonstrations. They get to make stuff. So maybe like you make like a first aid spray, or you make a bug spray. Those are really popular ones. Maybe homemade sunscreen, things like that. Anything like that, people are going to be drawn to, and they're going to be excited to come to that and to learn and to bring their friends and stuff like that. Green cleaning classes can happen all summer long. You can do that. So I want you to think outside the box on these. And even if you do Essential Oils 101, make it fun. Like, don't call it that. Call it Wine and Wellness, or call it Kids and Essential Oils, or call it, I have one leader who's calling everything that she's doing this summer, I think, Summer Nights. And she's like, or Summer Nights with Essential Oils. And she's got like a whole plan of like what they can come to, and they make something different every time. And people are really excited. There's been good engagement on that. So I just want you to think outside the box. If you're having trouble coming up with ideas, call your doTERRA buddy, find a battle buddy, find someone who you can like throw ideas back and forth and get a plan together. If you have local people with you, decide to do these classes together. Hey, I'm going to be in the park. I'm going to take my kids to the park every Thursday. That's going to be what we do as long as the weather's good. I'm going to have a huge picnic blanket. I'm going to have my oil case out, and I'm going to, invite a couple people. But sometimes at the park, like, more people will flock to your blanket, and be like, hey, what are you guys doing over here? And hey, sit down and join us we're just talking about oils, and we're letting our kids play, that kind of thing. So there's so much that you can do, guys. And if you don't know, like, if you aren't like, well, my upline isn't doing these things or whatever, just host them yourself. Like, you don't have to wait for your upline to do anything. Like, just host these yourself and ask other people to join in with you and have fun with it. I'm so excited to see what you come up with. I'm excited to see what you end up doing this summer. And really, if you're on this call and you're watching, I'm really excited to see where you end up on August 31st, because with a plan and with some excitement and the mentality that summer can rock, you're going to get to your goal, especially if you start today. Plan it out and get all the goals, everything go, and you're going to have success. And if you look for people to network with, you'll find them. And if you look for people to sample, you'll find them. And if you listen for conversations of people that are looking for natural options and wellness, you'll hear them. Like, that's exactly what happens. You find what you're looking for, and you should look for it all summer long. Okay. So no, there will be times where you might go on vacation, and that's fine. You can still sample and use your oils like crazy on vacation. Have fun with it. Who knows what opportunities will come, to you. But when you're not deliberately on vacation or not deliberately unplugged, your business can't just close for the summer. If you were a restaurant, you wouldn't just be closed for the summer. We're just kind of taking a break. Like nobody else does that. Teachers get the summer off. I will say this, teachers are such great class hosts and usually eager to build. A lot of teachers make incredible builds, great at communicating, but they're off now. So this is a good time to ask them to host classes for you. This is a good time to invite them to things that they might not have been able to come to during the school year, just for sake of lack of energy and too much commitment that they had on themselves. And so think through people that can host for you too, because I want class hosts this summer. I have a goal to teach 10 classes in July with class hosts and 15 classes in August with class hosts. That is not my public class. It's not my online class. It's not my in-home class, but it's outside of my home. That's my goal. And I think that I can get it because I know a lot of people that haven't hosted for me that will this summer, because I haven't asked them in a very long time, and they're excited to learn about oils. So I hope you guys feel inspired and excited. Do not let summer slow down your business. In fact, the opposite has to happen. You need summer to be the thing that like ramps up your business. It's like the upward tick on the roller coaster, the tick, 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 tick. That's what summer is. And when you get to the top of it and summer ends, and then we have convention and fall and new products and Christmas sales, it's like the whoosh and the momentum that happens. But if you don't do that in the summer, you're going to try to be ticking up the roller coaster in September when everybody else is riding fun, riding free, and riding the momentum of their business. Okay, so you have to decide what you want in your business, and I surely want to be ticking up that roller coaster right now and be putting every single thing in place that I need so that my fall I can maximize the momentum then as well. Okay, all right, everybody, I'm gonna go to hot yoga. I hope you move your bodies today, and I will see you in a couple weeks. Remember, No Tipster Tuesday next week. And Michelle Cannon will be on. She's our social media guru. She has our social media course, Oil Magic by Michelle. If you don't follow her yet, that's who you want to be looking for. But she'll be on the 18th, and then I'll be back after that. And I will say, if you haven't yet, go to livenaturallytools.com. We do have new downloads almost weekly, and the Spanish download for the U.S. market just popped up yesterday. So if you have Spanish-speaking community and you need tools for that, there's the Top 10 Oil Tear Pad is available there in the U.S. downloads because it's for the U.S. market. But we have New Zealand on there. We have several European countries. We have Brazil. I hand out for Brazil in there. So check it out, see what we have, and see how that serves you too, because who knows, you might open up in a new market this summer as well. Okay, I'm going to go. See ya. Rock your summer. Okay, goodbye.